What is going on, guys? This is a Barrows guide for low to medium level accounts. It's also going to be a guide on to show you guys how to do Barrows the most cost effective way possible. So let's jump right into it. For the quest requirements, the only quest that you absolutely need done is Priest in Peril. Now when you finish the quest, make sure you receive Drezel's warning when trying to pass through into Mortania. You need to unlock that before you can actually get to the Barrows location. The recommended quest that I absolutely would 100% not do without is the Underground Pass quest and the Monkey Madness quest. The reason being is that with Underground Pass you get the Ivan Blast spell with for only 50 magic you can hit 25s. It's insane. No spell at that level can hit that hard. Definitely recommend it. Monkey Madness, Dragon Scimitar is going to help you a ton. It's much better than anything lower than that, so definitely recommend having those two quests. The stats that I would recommend is to have 60 attack, strength, and defense. The reason being is those monsters do hit you quite a bit down in the tunnel, and to get the KC, if you have lower than those, it might be a little long, and it just might not be worth it at that point. You're going to want to have 50 magic for the Ivan Blast spell, 50 range to at least wear some blue D hide and use a magic short bow, which is definitely much better than everything else. If you hit 61 range, you could of course upgrade into a rune crossbow if you would like. But definitely also have 43 prayer, as that is absolutely essential. Definitely try to get higher if you can. 43 is just the absolute lowest you can possibly have. Alright guys, so this is my gear setup. As you see, it is pretty well fair. I just have some rune on, Obby's shield, Berserker helm, glory, nothing too crazy. I'm rocking the Ivan staff. Of course, if you can't get Barrows gloves, just wear a combat bracelet or your best RFD gloves. That is absolutely fine. I do have black D hide and a magic short bow, but of course just wear the best dragon hide that you possibly can. And I also have some monk's robes. I would definitely recommend bringing monk's robes, or initiate or proselyte, if you don't like to prayer flick and have low prayer, just because you're going to go down pretty quick and any sort of prayer gear will help you maintain higher prayer points. As for the inventory, I have my sharks, I have a Barrows teleport for fast trips, I have a house teleport for fast banking so we could recharge prayer between each trip, because the whole point of this is to save as much prayer pos as possible. I have my runes for the Ivan Blast spell, my spade, and I have one prayer potion. So let's do some trips and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Screen right now, you will see the order in which I kill the Barrows brothers and the corresponding prayer that you will pray when attacking them. When your tunnel comes along, simply skip over that brother and move on to the next. You're going to save him for last. Alright guys, so now I'm going to talk about the effects that each brother has and what you can expect when killing them. I also throw up some additional information on the screen, so if you're interested in that, feel free to pause the video and give it a read. So the first up is Karel, and he has a 25% chance per successful hit to lower the player's agility level. Rargh, his effect is max hit increases by 1% for each hit point he's missing. Guthin's, 25% chance per successful hit to heal him for whatever damage dealt. Rargh, 25% chance per successful hit to lower the player's energy by 20%. Rargh, 25% chance per successful hit to ignore defense, armor, bonuses, and protection prayers. And Arms, 20% chance per successful hit to lower the player's strength stat by 5. Now guys, really do not be intimidated whatsoever by these set effects. They aren't as bad as they sound, and they're pretty easy to go through. Alright guys, I'm going to do a trip for you real quick to show you exactly how I do it. So you're going to start off a trip by teleporting to Barrows using the Tele tab. Go kill them in the correct order and mage them all except Aram. When you mage though, you want to use your melee gear or any sort of prayer bonus that you could possibly get, because magic armor doesn't actually help you hit more accurately because every brother has a really low magic defense. The only one you're not going to mage is Aram, and you're going to range him with your magic short bow and D-hide on. Try to prayer flick if you could, as it would save a ton of prayer potions each trip. If your prayer runs out during the brothers, that's fine as long as you have enough prayer to kill Karel and Rargh. The rest of the brothers are tankable if you have okay defense and some food. Now guys, if you want to drink a prayer dose and just be 100% secure with yourself and make sure you don't die, that is totally fine, but this is more of a guide on how to not use really expensive prayer potions and how to hopefully make more money in the long run. But I was easily able to do runs on my Iron Man with 70 defense, 55 prayer, and salmon without drinking any extra doses. There is one exception to drinking more prayer pots, and that is only if you have a Karel tunnel. So now that you killed the first 5 brothers, it is now time to enter into the tunnel for the final brother and to loot the chest. Now keep in mind that every run you do will vary, the brother will be different, and the door sequence will change. So essentially you need to walk around the open doors until you find the chest in the middle. There are 1 of 2 ways in which the last brother will spawn, either through walking through the doors or opening the final chest at the end. Now every door you walk through, a monster will spawn and attack you, so you will be taking constant damage, but there is a chance that the final Barrows brother will spawn and attack you. So if you get a melee brother for your tunnel, you are actually in luck, because you are able to safe spot that brother. What you do is you actually force spawn the brother by opening the door over and over and over again until it spawns in the ladder room. When it does that, you essentially run behind the ladder and safe spot it. Now, you can only see your ladder in the room you spawned in. You won't be able to see the other ladders, but there's a square where you're unable to walk in. As you can see in the video, I am killing Ferrix, and it looks like he's being trapped by nothing. So when you reach the final corridor before the chest, you'll notice that there is a puzzle on that door. It's really easy. There are only 4 possible answers to the 4 possible puzzles. So on screen right now, I'm showing the 4 different puzzles. So just memorize them, and you can click them really quick. Even if you're in combat, you'll be able to click them really quickly, just like you saw in the video that I did. So memorize these, pause them if you want, and you should have no problem. You should always kill all 6 brothers before looting the chest to maximize your chances on getting a unique armor piece. Killing monsters in the tunnel does not affect your chances for a Barrows loot, and getting a higher loot percentage will affect loot such as runes, bull racks, key halves, and dragon medium helms. Also, an important thing to point out is that you will get 50% extra runes for completing the Hard Mortania diary. So now that you've killed all the 6 brothers, you got your desired loot percentage, and you made it to the center of the room, it is time to loot the chest and tele out. Now, what I like to do is I like to teleport to my house, use my altar, regain my prayer, then tele back to Barrows. If you don't have an altar, that is okay. You could still get a house teleport and use someone else's house in World 330 and recharge your prayer and hit points just as fast. If you need a bank, you could use the glory on their wall. Simple as that. Rebank, tele back. That is actually going to wrap up the video. I just threw all the information I knew about it from all my experiences and other guides that I've watched super long time ago, and I took what I thought was best and I put them all in one guide. I really hope you do enjoy this video, and I hope you guys get a ton of loot from Barrows. But that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe. This one took a really long time to make. But anyways guys, I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.